The massive missed opportunity, why your plain water is sabotaging your vitality after 50. Stop right now. Look at that glass of water you're holding, the one you think is keeping you perfectly hydrated. If that water is plain, clear, and unadulterated, then you are making one of the most fundamental, costly mistakes in your health journey, especially if you've cruised past the 50-year mark. We're not talking about simple dehydration here. We're talking about a massive daily missed opportunity that is silently robbing you of energy, compromising your blood flow, and sabotaging every good health habit, from your diet to your exercise routine you try to maintain. You are drinking volume, yes, but you are failing to provide the raw, essential electrical charge that powers every cellular process, every muscle contraction, and every nerve signal in your body. It is the difference between owning a high-performance sports car and only ever driving it in first gear. You have the potential for peak performance, but the fuel you're providing simply isn't cutting it anymore. The secret to reclaiming vibrant vitality and ensuring robust, sustained performance lies not in a new exotic supplement, but in a tiny, almost invisible adjustment to the very foundation of your daily health ritual. And by the end of this, you will never look at a glass of water the same way again. The aging anatomy, why plain water betrays you after 50. As we age, the rules of hydration and nutrient absorption fundamentally change, meaning what worked effortlessly in your 20s and 30s simply doesn't apply today. The most critical change is the dulling of your body's essential warning system, your thirst mechanism. You no longer feel that urgent, compelling desire to drink, often leading to a state of chronic, low-grade dehydration that persists even when you believe you're consuming plenty of fluid. Simultaneously, your kidneys, those filtration champions of your youth, become less efficient at retaining essential minerals and electrolytes. You effectively become a slow leak, constantly excreting the precious battery charge that keeps your systems humming. This is compounded by a critical decline in vascular health. Over time, the smooth muscle walls of your arteries and capillaries can become stiffer, less pliable, and less responsive to the body's natural signals to open up and allow strong, consistent blood flow. This vascular stiffness is the enemy of all-around vitality and performance. Plain water, while fantastic for replacing volume, utterly fails to provide the necessary electrical components, electrolytes, that enable water and vital nutrients to cross the cell membrane. This essential electrical charge, supplied by dissolved minerals, is the key to cellular signaling. Without it, communication breaks down, nerves misfire, and your blood vessels struggle to get the clear signal to dilate and open wide. This profound shift is why merely drinking water is no longer enough. We must proactively become informed advocates for our health, understanding exactly which minerals are being depleted and are most critical for vascular integrity. The master mineral, why magnesium is non-negotiable for blood flow. If there is only one mineral that every man over 50 must focus on to reclaim and secure his vitality, it is magnesium. This powerhouse element is involved in over 300 different enzymatic processes in the body, and for good reason. I call it the ultimate chiller mineral because its primary role is the relaxation of smooth muscles throughout your entire system. These smooth muscles are crucial not only in your gut and stress response, but most critically for this discussion, they form the walls of your arteries and the specialized tissues necessary for peak male performance. For blood flow to be optimal, those arterial walls must be pliable and ready to open wide or dilate the moment the body sends the neurological signal for action. This process of vasodilation is heavily dependent on a sufficient presence of magnesium. The staggering reality is that over 75% of the adult population is deficient in this vital mineral due to modern diets and pervasive soil depletion, meaning the majority of men are walking around with blood vessels that are constantly tight and slightly constricted, a state known as vasoconstriction. Magnesium acts as a powerful natural calcium channel blocker, stepping in to counteract the muscle contracting effect of calcium and effectively saying, "Hold on, let's take a breath and relax the tension." Adding a highly bioavailable form of magnesium to your daily water intake is a phenomenal way to ensure systemic relaxation, quickly sending those chill-out signals directly to your cardiovascular system. This translates immediately to easier, stronger, and more sustained blood flow throughout your entire body, a factor profoundly beneficial for overall energy and intimate performance. The gatekeepers of hydration, sodium and potassium balance. For decades, sodium has been unfairly maligned as the enemy of cardiovascular health, linked inextricably to blood pressure and heart disease. However, this is a profound misunderstanding where context and quality are paramount. The genuine culprit is the vast amount of poor quality, hyper-processed table salt found in processed foods, a chemical compound stripped of virtually every other beneficial mineral that throws your body's delicate electrolyte balance into chaos. Conversely, pure, unrefined options such as unrefined sea salt or pink Himalayan salt are a completely different nutritional entity, containing not just sodium chloride, but a robust spectrum of trace minerals, often up to 84 different elements, including small, essential amounts of magnesium and potassium. Sodium is the master gatekeeper of cellular hydration. It is absolutely crucial for maintaining the right fluid balance inside and outside your cells. Without adequate high-quality sodium, your body struggles to hold on to the water you drink, resulting in you constantly consuming more and simply excreting it, leaving you feeling perpetually thirsty despite the volume. Furthermore, sodium works in a powerful, non-negotiable partnership with potassium to run the sodium-potassium pump, the sophisticated mechanism that powers almost all cellular activity from nerve conduction to muscle contraction. While sodium is the gatekeeper, potassium is the essential counterbalance and the third leg of the electrolyte stool. Its primary job is to ensure proper cell signaling, especially throughout the heart muscle and the entire vascular network. Crucially, potassium has a well-documented role in managing blood pressure by helping your body excrete excess sodium. The modern Western diet has created a huge, dangerous imbalance. Far too much processed sodium and far too little potassium, which is found abundantly in whole, fresh fruits and vegetables. When seeking to enhance blood flow and vitality, we must focus on restoring this harmonious balance. You need enough quality sodium to pull water into the cells, but you need plenty of potassium to ensure that the arterial walls remain flexible and responsive. A tiny pinch of high-quality, unrefined salt in your morning water, which is completely different from the salt found in a bag of chips, and a targeted addition of a potassium-rich mineral blend, is the strategic key to optimizing your blood volume, making it easier for your heart to pump and your blood vessels to deliver oxygen where it is needed most. The vitality regulators zinc and iron for systemic readiness. While magnesium and the sodium-potassium duo manage the electrical current of your hydration, zinc and iron are the systemic regulators that underpin long-term male vitality and performance. Zinc is a cornerstone for the production and regulation of testosterone, the vital male hormone that is critical for energy, mood, muscle mass, and libido. Research consistently shows that even marginal deficiencies in zinc can negatively impact testicular function, leading to decreased hormone levels, a non-negotiable concern for any man over 50. Beyond hormones, zinc is an absolute powerhouse for your immune system, which naturally declines with age. Keeping your immune defenses robust requires a steady, reliable supply of zinc, which acts as a fundamental component for countless immune cells. Because zinc is often poorly absorbed and can cause stomach irritation in traditional tablet form, using a few drops of a high-quality liquid zinc supplement in your daily water is an extremely effective way to guarantee consistent, highly bioavailable intake, supporting your immune defenses and maintaining crucial hormonal readiness. Finally, we must briefly acknowledge iron, the oxygen carrier. While iron supplementation should only be undertaken after a conversation with your doctor to confirm a deficiency, it is crucial to understand its foundational role in blood flow. Iron is the central component of hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells solely responsible for carrying oxygen from your lungs to every single cell in your body, including your muscles and the crucial tissues that require oxygen for rigidity and function. Without adequate iron, your blood can't carry enough oxygen, leading to fatigue, lethargy, and a general feeling of being drained, a condition known as anemia that directly impacts performance and vitality by starving your tissues of their most vital fuel. If your doctor confirms a deficiency, a gentle, easily absorbed liquid iron supplement mixed into your water can be a game changer, fundamentally improving the quality of your blood flow by enhancing its oxygen-carrying capacity. Strong blood flow, remember, is not just about the volume being pumped, it is fundamentally about the quality of the essential cargo being delivered. The ultimate functional hydration strategy, consistency and targeting. The ultimate intention behind these recommendations is to foster unwavering consistency and introduce functional hydration without unnecessary complexity. You absolutely should not feel compelled to add every single one of these essential minerals to every glass of water you consume. The most effective strategy is a targeted approach, cycling these supplements to directly address the specific mineral deficiencies and health goals most relevant to you. The simplest and most powerful place to begin transforming your fluid intake is with the daily vasodilator hack, a routine focused intensely on relaxation and optimizing blood flow. Initiate this practice first thing in the morning to set a positive circulatory tone for the entire day. In a generous glass of water, you will choose one of two foundational options. The first is adding a readily available and highly soluble form of magnesium powder, such as magnesium citrate or glycinate. Begin with a modest manufacturer-suggested serving completely dissolved in your water. This serves as a potent immediate signal to your entire vascular system to relax and dilate. Alternatively, you might prefer the absolute simplest foundational solution, the salt hack, which involves introducing a tiny pinch of high-quality unrefined sea salt, meaning an amount that barely covers the very tip of your pinky finger, to provide a whole spectrum of essential electrolytes to enhance cellular hydration right from the start. Moving beyond daily relaxation, we look at the hormone and immune boost, a strategy specifically focused on deeper systemic regulation. To ensure you are receiving the vital trace mineral zinc, make it a point to incorporate liquid zinc drops once a day, ideally taken alongside a main meal. Adding the recommended serving of this liquid directly to a glass of water is an excellent method, as it significantly bypasses the common issues of poor absorption and stomach irritation that can sometimes plague traditional zinc tablets. Finally, we address the blood pressure balancer, dedicated to recalibrating the critical sodium-potassium ratio. If your nutritional intake of fresh fruits and vegetables is less than optimal, or if you consistently engage in highly active exercise that causes significant sweating, then you must pay close attention to your potassium levels. For this, seek out a potassium-rich electrolyte blend that is carefully formulated to be low in sugar but possesses a substantial, robust potassium content. A suggested practice is to add approximately a half scoop of this powder to your water, consuming it either during the activity itself or immediately following your workout to replace losses and aid swift recovery. By committing to making these small yet incredibly mindful adjustments to your standard water routine, you are effectively transitioning your habit from merely simple hydration to a powerful state of functional, purpose-driven hydration. You are no longer just filling your tank. You are purposefully creating an electrically charged, nutrient-dense liquid that your cells can instantly recognize and utilize. This sends clear, powerful biochemical signals throughout your entire network of blood vessels, prompting them to relax, open up fully, and therefore deliver peak performance-enhancing blood flow to every necessary tissue. This is no longer simply water. It truly becomes a liquid mineral supplement, expertly tailored to address the unique evolving requirements of the body once it moves past that 50-year threshold. I urge you to try this straightforward hack with unwavering consistency for a full 3-week period and pay close attention to the undeniable improvements in your baseline energy, your mental clarity, your physical strength, and your overall vitality. Taking this one simple, powerful step today is a guaranteed investment that your future 60-year-old self will undoubtedly thank you for. Moving beyond daily relaxation, focus on the hormone and immune boost, by making it a point to incorporate liquid zinc drops once a day, ideally taken alongside a main meal. Adding the recommended serving of this liquid directly to a glass of water significantly bypasses the common issue of poor absorption and stomach irritation that can plague traditional zinc tablets, guaranteeing reliable support for your crucial immune defenses and hormonal readiness. Finally, address the blood pressure balancer if your diet is low in fresh produce or if you are consistently highly active and sweating significantly. For this, seek out a potassium-rich electrolyte blend that is carefully formulated to be low in sugar. Add approximately a half scoop of this powder to your water, consuming it either during the activity itself or immediately following your workout to replace losses and aid swift recovery. By committing to making these small yet incredibly mindful adjustments to your standard water routine, you are transitioning your habit from merely simple hydration to a powerful state of functional hydration. You are no longer just filling your tank. You are purposefully creating an electrically charged, nutrient-dense liquid that your cells can instantly recognize and utilize. This sends clear, powerful biochemical signals throughout your entire network of blood vessels, prompting them to relax, open up fully, and deliver peak performance-enhancing blood flow to every necessary tissue. This isn't merely water anymore. It truly becomes a liquid mineral supplement, expertly tailored to address the unique, evolving requirements of the body once it moves past that 50-year threshold. I urge you to try this straightforward hack with unwavering consistency for a full 3-week period and pay close attention to the undeniable improvements in your baseline energy, your mental clarity, your physical strength, and your overall vitality. Taking this one simple, powerful step today is a guaranteed investment that your future self will undoubtedly thank you for.